Repeal and replace, that's what the House decided to do with the Affordable Care Act today. The bill passed in a narrow vote, 217 to 213.
That's close. All the Democrats opposed the bill. The bill now heads on to the Senate, where significant changes are expected. ABC 2's Nadia Singh has reaction to today's vote. Nadia.
Well, Jamie and Kelly, President Trump says he's so confident the legislation will also pass in the Senate. The bill does away with much of President Obama's health care law, something the current administration vowed to do during the campaign. Now, some are worried about the future of their health care, and Maryland leaders say there's no need for concern.
In rolling the Obamacare provisions back, we're rolling back to a time when folks who aren't empowered continue not to be empowered.
In a narrow vote, the House has laid the foundation to oust the Affordable Care Act.
We're very proud of this end product. We're protecting everyone with pre-existing conditions. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And so the final product here is really a health care plan that will serve America for decades.
The American Health Care Act adds $8 billion to finance high-risk groups in states where people with those pre-existing conditions may face higher rates. But some are worried premiums will still go up.
I'd like to see it amended in ways that it obviously needs to be, especially in terms of cost control, but not repealed and replaced. That's a campaign promise. That's not a plan.
GOP leaders vowed to repeal Obamacare for 7 years, but scrambled Thursday for enough votes to make this first step happen.
We're not going to lose any coverages in Maryland. We've had them before the Affordable Care Act. We'll have them after this repeal and replace bill, but it will bring down premiums.
The bill sets aside money to help people afford coverage, but it's unclear what happens to those with pre-existing conditions under the GOP plan.
This is a win-win-win for Marylanders. We're going to retain all the protections for pre-existing conditions because Maryland is not going to ask for a waiver.
But that's not the case for all states, which worries Democrats, none of which back the bill.
This isn't about politics. This is about the American people. It's about a pillar of economic and health success, a health security for America's families, Social Security, Medicare and Medicaid, the Affordable Care Act. For them to, in a very cavalier way, was really a stupid bill.
Some say this new development could lead to another health care battle later on in the House, causing even more concern for many.
Economically, it makes sense to take care of people's health and well-being in terms of basic health care coverage.
I'm disappointed in the vote today on the health care bill because it sets aside folks who traditionally have not had a voice. I think that President Obama...
Other key components of the bill include phasing out Medicaid expansion. Plus, it allows states to opt out of requiring insurers to cover things like maternity leave and mental health treatment.
All right, Nadia, thank you. 6 people were killed.